Hello and happy holidays. The Broncos get it done here at Empower Field at Mile High, 27-17 the final. I am Phil Milani alongside Steve Atwater. We'll be joined by Matt Boyer shortly live inside the Broncos locker room. But Steve, this was a big one and the Broncos got it done.
Yeah, man, great job by Drew Lock leading the team. Had 192 yards passing, 25 of 33, quarterback rating 99.6. I thought he did everything that he could to prove that he can play at this level and be the Broncos quarterback. Coming back off of a not so good game by the whole team last week in Kansas City.
Yeah, he came out and looked sharp. Let's show you how the Broncos got this one done. We'll take a look at the highlights. The Broncos actually started out pretty slow, down 10 in the second. Drew Lock finds Tim Patrick right at the goal line. Can't get in, but hey, that's no problem. The very next play, Royce Freeman, his third touchdown this season. The Broncos were tied 10-10 at the break with the Lions. Down 17-13 in the third. The Broncos on 4th and 1, an option to Phillip Lindsay, and that was a huge play. Gutsy call there, but it extended the drive, and a little bit later on, Locke, a shuffle pass to Deshawn Hamilton, a career day for the second-year wideout. 6 catches, 65 yards, his third career touchdown. The Broncos up 20-17, and then Phillip Lindsay later in the fourth finished things off. Some great blocking there, 27-yard touchdown. He finished with 109 yards, and he got a standing ovation walking off the field. Awesome to see them play such balanced football there.
Yeah, they did a really good job of mixing up the run and the pass, and the guys did a good job up front. I'm a little bit surprised that we were able to come out and run the ball as well as we did against their defense, because they didn't have a lot of injuries along their defensive line front. We had a lot of offensive linemen that were injured, but they did a really good job of mixing it up. Again, Drew Lock did a good job of finding the open guy, hanging in there in the pocket, and the running backs did a good job of running hard today. Phillip Lindsay, 107 yards rushing. Great job by him. He and Royce Freeman, nice tandem running there.
Yeah, the Broncos had a lot of injuries up front. Dalton Reisner left this game. He was battling illness all week long. Elijah Wilkinson left this game with an ankle injury, and they were already without Juwan James and Ron Leary. So Great job by the big guys up front.
Absolutely. And again, we had some guys who hadn't played as much, but they stepped in and did well. Austin Slotman at that right guard position stepped in, did a great job. When Dalton Reisner went down, Patrick Morris stepping in, doing a good job. So it all is just building the experience of these young guys and this young football team.
The Broncos dominated the time of possession. They had the ball for more than 13 minutes, more than the Lions did. So, and you mentioned it, Drew Lock, no interceptions today, really showed great command of the huddle and really moved the Broncos offense up and down the field.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I think his teammates are looking for him to do. They want him to kind of take the bull by the horns and show that he's the guy that's going to lead them there, and he did a great job of showing that today, both in the huddle and with his poise and hanging there in the pockets and completing passes that he should complete.
We're sure that the Broncos are celebrating inside the locker room right now. We'll be joined by Matt Boyer live inside that locker room in just a little bit. Let's talk about the other side of the ball, Steve. The defense gave up less than 100 yards of passing and less than 100 yards of rushing.
Yeah, very good job by the defense. Trey Marshall playing for Kareem Jackson led the team with 9 tackles. Impressive first start for him in the regular season. Draymond Jones, 2 sacks. Malik Reed, a sack. Jeremiah Atachu, a sack. Very happy for those guys. They came out and gave a solid performance on defense.
Yeah, a very impressive performance by the defense. But let's go inside the Broncos locker room and talk to the offensive star of the game. Matt Boyer is with Phillip Lindsay.
Thanks, Phil. Phil, I saw that last play, the touchdown run. Let's start first with that touchdown run, okay? What did you see on that play?
Yeah, Beck did a hell of a job of getting through the hole and getting the middle linebacker pushed. It was just a hell of a job for the offensive line, getting on top of their men. You had the tight ends on top of theirs. I was able to make a cut, and I was able to finally open up and do what I do best.
Guys are sick, guys are banged up, but what kind of grit did this team show today?
Yeah, we're tough. We're relentless. You know, we go at it all the time, and you know, you can never question our heart, our physicality. We just got to continue to put plays together. We got to stay on the field. Our defense got to make more plays for us, and that's going to come over time. We have a great opportunity to have a special team coming in next year and everything else. So we need to build off this. We have one more game. We need to finish strong, and then go off in there and you know, everybody needs to reevaluate each other and you know, yourself, and you know, the coaches are going to do their thing, and we're going to come back and we're going to be better than we were this year.
Congrats on a great game.
All right, thank you.
Phil, we'll send it back to you out on the field.
Thank you very mumuch, Matt. Yeah, you hear Philip Lindsay already talking about next year. The Broncos really building some momentum late in the season. Drew Lock as a starter now, 3-1, and he looks sharp today. I mean, the guys are rallying around him.
They are, and I think right from the start, I think right when we drafted him, guys were hoping that we could have our quarterback situation solved. Now, we're not all the way out of the woods yet, but man, he's done enough, I think, these last 3 games to show that he has what a starting quarterback in the NFL is made of, and the guys are rallying behind him because they want to have success as well.
Yeah, he was on the run a lot, had play action. I believe he threw it to 9 different receivers, including Deshawn Hamilton. He had a career day today, and he's standing by with Matt Boyer.
Thanks, Phil. Deshawn, a big day for you, 6 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown. First, let's talk about the touchdown. You take the pitch. What did you see when Drew pitched you the ball?
I was looking for the end zone. I was trying to find my way to the end zone. Been a long time since I've been in that joint. So that's really all I was looking for, making sure I plunged my way in there. I don't know who the guard was, but they made a terrific block, and I was able to seal it, run around the corner, run around the edge, and just dive right in.
You said it, you know, it's been a long time since you've been in the end zone. This was a big game for you. It felt like you developed a rhythm early with Drew. Was that the case?
Yeah, I mean, like I just, you know, when you're going out there, you get that confidence, and especially when you get it early in the game, it's contagious throughout the rest of the game. And then at least as you see along the receiving core, guys feeding off one another. That's the type of game that you know what I'm saying, that we like to play. Drew, obviously, he carrying that contagious swag, and everybody keeping swag throughout the whole entire game, throughout the whole entire process, stuff like that. But, yeah, getting in my mojo early and just getting into a rhythm, and everything just felt comfortable, really.
Congrats on a great game.
Thank you.
Phil, we'll send it back to you out on the field.
Thank you very much, Matt. You hear Deshawn Hamilton talk about mojo and swag. It does seem like he's got his confidence back.
Yeah, now I was a little bit worried about that. Early on in the season, he had a couple of drops, but man, that's going to happen with young guys. We got to hang in there, stay with the process, and he did. He hung in there. He's been working hard in practice, and it paid off for him here tonight.
Yeah, really nice to see Deshawn Hamilton get a lot of targets, 6 targets, 6 catches. A career day for him as the Broncos get it done, 27-17 the final.